I've been ready. I was born ready, Kawa.
You were born? I just spawned here, so
I
I
was
don't know.
I was born in the darkness, Kawa. You just became part of it. Grew it.
Slay.
I can't actually remember the saying.
New
You don't even
year,
know what I
new
was
dark
talking
me.
about, so it doesn't
I
matter.
have no clue.
I'm not gonna look up the saying.
Okay.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally, but you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then, it was nothing to me but blinding.
Ooh, ominous.
That was said by Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, interesting. Is that a game or is that like a movie?
It's Batman. Batman The Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, I was thinking Dark Knight as in like a dark like a knight from the
No, like
Fallen Kingdom or something.
the like the best Batman movies, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, two of the best Batman movies to ever exist.
Is that part of Marvel or is that?
DC.
See, I want to get into Marvel and DC. I've been asking people around me who watch it.
I
Okay,
don't know if I can be your
have
friend
you? I
anymore.
know. Well, I need to. I've seen
That's
Iron
the
Man when as a
Batman was
kid, but
Marvel.
I don't know.
That's the
I'm
Batman
an
was
anime nerd,
Marvel.
not a Marvel nerd.
Well, Batman's not Marvel.
I'm trying. I probably just triggered. Like I'm still recording. I'm keeping this in the podcast. I'm gonna trigger
This
so
is
many people with this.
I don't know if I can continue this podcast ever.
Podcast.
Asked Batman was Marvel, and then said that she's not a big Marvel person after I explained that
All
Batman is
right,
DC.
guys. All right. Hey, you know what?
Continues
This is
trying to
a
say that he's Marvel.
maybe I just might make that my New Year's resolution to watch more Marvel and DC. There we go, which is a good segue into our topic today, actually. So I'm gonna just do the intro here.
What's that? Never. What's a
I
segue?
wonder. Today's topic is about new year, new me, new everyone, new times. It's 2026 by the time this episode comes out. So, yes, guys, we're standing on business this year. Cause last year, I know you guys,
Yeah.
y'all have been lacking, y'all have been couch potatoing, y'all have been doom scrolling. Okay, none of that anymore. Maybe just a little bit, but just as long as you have the mental breakdown before you do the successful stuff. Yep, yeah. Advice from Kawaa 2026. What do you think, Himiko? Thoughts, opinions?
PSA. Don't listen to any advice Colin gives you. It's not usually that good.
Anyways, so I'm your host Kawa, and I'm here with.
I don't know who I am. Send her.
See, new year,
She
new you.
has
You
me.
can be anyone.
She trapped me in her basement. Help me.
Anyways, welcome back to another episode of. Oh, wait, let me
She's trying to act like
explain.
it's not happening. Someone help me out, please.
Sorry, I lost my ears like 5 seconds ago. Let me just put them back on. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about how we're doing a podcast.
What's a podcast? I wonder.
Welcome to Wait, Let Me Explain podcast.
Welcome to the show. Anyways, so yeah, okay, so, well, by the time this episode comes out, it is going to be 2026, which makes me want
You
to.
don't know that.
Hey, you know what?
World
Yeah, who
might
knows?
end before
Maybe we'll
then.
be in the future. Yes.
Maybe we'll just skip 2026.
2020. Yeah, what's 2026? I don't know. See, that's the thing is everyone. Okay, speaking of, I remember I saw this post where it was like everyone was like, yeah, everyone said 2025 was going to be their year, and then everybody just witnessed a like absolute shite storm. And so now no one's saying anything about 2026 because they're like, wait, what if it happens again? But no, I think
I don't
every
know.
year.
I feel like 2025 is a pretty good year for me.
Really? Oh, that's good to hear. That's refreshing. Please do share.
Well, like I said earlier, I have my own house.
Right.
Um,
Let's go. W's in
it's
chat.
not this year, but next year I will be finishing. I'll be graduating college, or
Okay,
I have
okay,
a
okay, go
brand new.
off.
I have a brand new car that's already at 2025, so it's brand new, pretty
Okay,
much.
alright.
I feel like 2025 is a pretty good year for me.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm really glad to hear that because I feel like everyone I've talked to has just been like, yeah, 2025 was not it. So it's good to hear that like somebody's having like genuinely had a good. Well, this kind of segues into like what I'm about to ask is there anything in 2025 you think like you're proud of? Which I guess is like, I'm assuming the stuff you just said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
living alone. I bought a new car on my own.
Okay.
I
That's actually awesome.
Uh, my boss is probably once I graduate going to give me team lead position, so I'll get a promotion.
Okay, let's go. That's
Like I said,
awesome.
supposed to graduate this next semester, so I'm nearly done.
Can only go up from here. That's awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud that I've even made it this because I've still not managed. I've yet to crash and burn from working 32 hours and being in college and everything. I've still not crashed and burned yet.
Yes. Maybe just on Tuesdays though. That's it. No, yeah. No, I think like cuz like I love like just like when it's like the end of the year, I love to just like reminisce. Maybe this is like the whimsical side of me, but I like to just reminisce. I like to plan ahead for like okay, what do I want in the next year? And I feel like it's really good to reflect on that kind of stuff just because you can kind of keep in check with like what it is you want in life and all that, right? So, I think it's good to think about the things we're proud of. And if anyone's listening, actually, yeah, this would be a good chance for everyone who's listening to maybe think about the things that you guys are proud of and yeah, really, really congratulate yourselves because sometimes people like, okay, this is my opinion. I feel like sometimes people just aren't like, like they say there's nothing good going on in their life, which granted, like some people have life harder than others, but it really like takes just like really holding on to like the good things because I think it's like a psychology thing I heard where like our brain is so good at remembering the negative stuff, but for us to remember the good stuff takes like a little bit more effort than it does to remember the bad stuff. So, anyways,
Hey guys, for a completely different thing, in the last podcast, my productivity was I walked on a treadmill pretty much the entire time. Now I'm wrapping Christmas.
yo, multitasking at its finest. No, yeah, because before this episode, actually, me and Himiko were talking about how we were like, oh, we have to film 2 episodes today because there won't be time to film during the holidays just because like busyness and all that. So that's how it
Yeah,
be.
so
Just
for us, it is, for you guys, it'll be a little bit after the New Year's, probably right around it. For us, it is the same day that we filmed the Christmas episode.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, speaking okay, so actually speaking of cuz like we just filmed the Christmas episode, right? So is there any and we were talking about traditions and stuff for Christmas. So, do you have any New Year's traditions? That's what I want to know. Like does you or your family
I
do
explode.
anything? Well, besides exploding like a firework, then like what else?
Honestly, no.
Really?
For
Okay.
for like I don't honestly usually do much for New Year's. I don't care about it.
Mm.
For me, like a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, New Year, new me, whatever." All this stuff. I don't really care if it's a New Year or not. It makes no difference to me because for me it's just another day. Like I don't usually watch the ball drop. I don't care about watching that. I don't.
Really? Is
I'll sometimes
there
I'll like still sometimes I'll usually like go to like my father or something and hang out with like them, but in like the long run, I really don't care about it.
is
It
there a
makes no
reason
difference to
or
me. Just doesn't really make, like I said, doesn't really just make a difference to me.
really? Yeah, cuz well, I've been getting more recently into like the whole winter arc thing. If anyone's heard about that, it's like the idea that oh, you don't have to wait for New Year to like start your resolutions. You can start them like during like the more like darker periods of the time, like how like the sun sets at 5 p.m. and stuff, which I've been starting. I already made like a list of things I want to work on, and I started that maybe like a month ago, and I feel like I've been doing good so far. Knock on wood because consistency is key, and I'm not very good at being consistent. So um yeah, really, cuz like okay, well, actually, like, cause my family actually has a tradition we do, and I don't know if it's like, I like to say it's a Filipino thing, but I think it's more so like my mom's just Filipino, and she did this, I think, when she was younger. I don't know if it's like specifically to our family or just like maybe where she grew up, but we do this thing where we go around the house, we turn on all the lights, and we get a bunch of pots and pans, and we just make as much noise as possible. And the idea is to cast out any like bad spirits or like negative energy out of the house by turning on all the lights. Like you're not letting room for darkness by making a lot of noise. You're like scaring away like bad spirits and all that. Whether or not you believe in like spirituality or anything like that, like I really like the tradition, and like anytime I've gone home, that's always something we've done. And yeah, like it's one of those things that actually makes like New Year pretty memorable for me. So yeah.
Yeah, my family doesn't really have anything. Like we'll sometimes watch the ball drop together, but that's really about it. Like we don't I don't really do much else for it. Like I said, it's not like that big of a deal if it's a new year, if it's a random Tuesday. To me, it's just another day. That's how I've always looked at it. Like, and that's how I look at New Year's like a nutshell. It's just another day.
Yeah. Wait, so do you do anything with
Like,
friends or
I don't.
like
Nope. I,
really?
I I play video games.
Okay.
That
So wait,
count.
so if you could describe your entire like New Year's Day until like midnight when it's the next year, like what would you say you do in a day typically?
When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man that's up next to you. When I go out,
What?
do you know the song I was singing?
No.
No, obviously not.
Were you like when I wake up I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna go out the door? Is that what you
When
said?
I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's waking up with you. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be
All right, so
hanging
Himiko
out
sings
with
this
you.
song in the shower. That's what
'Cause
I'm hearing.
I could walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be a man who walked 500 miles and wound up at your door. Da da da,
I don't
da
know.
da da. Really? You don't know that song?
Who was it by?
The Proclaimers. I'm gonna be by the Proclaimers.
The who?
Every Most people don't know like the starting lyrics. They know like the I could walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more.
I'll walk 700
Really?
miles.
You don't know that
I
song?
really don't. I'm very like I grew up very uncultured. I'll admit that out loud. Like I grew up very sheltered and very like under a rock, I'll say. I've only recently started. Well, I know it's like funny because nowadays the opposite is you want to be touching grass, but now, but like, or like, what am I saying? Like, yeah, the opposite is you want to be touching grass because
Now
everyone's
Kawaa doesn't
chronically
even know
online.
what grass is.
What's grass? I wonder. I wouldn't know, bro. I live in Canada where there's ice everywhere. So I actually, back in my day, I lived in igloos. No, I'm just kidding. There's not actually. Okay, it's so funny because some people genuinely think that like Canada's just filled with igloos, and maybe like in some parts, like the colder parts, but in most of like the I want to say mainstream places that people go to visit when they're like I want to visit Canada, which is like Toronto. It's like, dude, no, there's no igloos. We just live in a city. Like, yeah. What about
Yeah,
you? Do you live in igloos?
yeah,
Absolutely.
is that not normal?
Home?
But anyways, honestly, like for me, for like New Year's, I wake up. If I work, I go to work. If I don't work, I lay there in my bed and watch anime or some other.
Fair
And
enough.
then eventually, my friends get on video games with me.
Okay. So you just like spend it like a normal, typical day.
Sometimes, yeah, it's not a different day for me. For me, like I said, it is your average day.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna challenge you a
I
little
don't.
bit, and well, you can finish what you're saying. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like I don't. Like I said, I don't see a big thing for New Year's. Like I don't. The same for like the New Year's New Me. I think it's a stupid thing.
Mm.
Like you said, like oh, you're on like that Christmas mindset or whatever, where like you are trying to like start like your
Oh, like the
new
winter
you
arc.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you said it was.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're trying to start your new you now. I think like I don't see why people are like New Year, New Me. This is something you could literally do around.
That's
Like
it. That's
that's
very
something I've
valid.
always found very stupid. I don't see why people are like, oh, it has to be. Oh, I'll start like improving in the new year. I Maybe I just have like a
Himiko's a
specific
hater.
like mindset.
Guys, cancel
Maybe
Himiko. Himiko's a hater.
it's true. I hate a lot.
Yeah, no.
But
No,
no,
I see what you're
like
saying
maybe
though.
maybe
Like,
it's maybe for me it's just that's my specific mindset. I would prefer to like do it all as it goes. Like 2025, I got back into go. That is one thing that I've done in 2025 is I got back into going to the gym.
That's awesome.
And like
Yeah.
other people, they're like, oh, wouldn't do that until like New Year's or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I'm doing that because I want to improve myself. I don't
Okay.
feel like I have to wait to improve myself.
So I'm guessing you don't really believe in the in like New Year's resolutions then, like, or
I never made a new. If I might have made a New Year's resolution whenever I was young, but none that I can
mm,
remember because
yeah.
it's another thing where it's
Well,
like I don't see really a reason for this resolution because once again, I think it's all something that could be being done year round.
yeah. Which is like okay, that's true though because I remember like well, I listen to a lot of podcasts and I remember there's this one that was like talking about how a lot of people will start their New Year's resolutions and they'll fall off after like a week or like two. So
A
everyone's
majority
always
don't
like,
even make there.
yeah,
So
and it's like you go
majority
to the
of
gyms and it's like
uh,
the first 2 weeks just it's just packed, and then like after it just dies down, you're like, oh, yep,
so a majority of people last a week or less. That is like a
yeah.
scientifically proven thing is
Oh,
they
okay,
last a
yeah, yeah.
week or less.
So we got the facts. We got the facts going here. Yeah.
So it's like that case of it makes no sense to me, especially if you're just gonna break it. I get completely having goals,
Yeah.
making a goal for New Year's
Mhm.
compared to a resolution. I guess that is what some resolution is. Oh, I want to start going to the gym again.
Yeah.
For me, a New Year's resolution is I want to like my goal is like I've been going to the gym because I want to like up my endurance. So
Mm.
like that, but also like build muscle, but and also I do want to lose weight. Like I'm not like overweight, but I want to lose weight in general. So
Yeah.
like for
Yeah.
me, a goal I have is I want to buy uh like the end of the year, my ideal weight is I want to be like 155, 160. That's my ideal weight. That's where I want to be.
Okay. Yeah,
So
like
like my goal is by the end of next year, I'm somewhere around there. And
okay.
then my other goal is I want to be able to like just I want to be able to deadlift double my weight.
Okay. All right.
So like I have like goals like that.
I see you. Yeah, yeah.
So like come then like if I do manage to get down to 160, I want to be able to lift
Mm.
like at least 320.
Yeah.
It's not like an absurd one because right now I've already deadlifted like 280.
Okay.
So it's not an absurd one. I make like small ones like that that will continue to change through the year.
Yeah. Well, that's
Like
the thing is
oh
like
I make one giant one and have to complete it. I make one then or now, and then once I beat that, I make a new one. That's another reason I think New Year's resolutions are like
so yeah, you do like one
there's no.
specific.
It's stupid to make one big goal because if you make one big goal, it's a lot harder to reach. If you make 20 small goals, it's a lot easier to reach because if you say want to lose 100 pounds
Yeah.
randomly, just say that. Then it's the case of if you make that your instant goal, you're going to get burnt out fast. If you're the case of your goal is I want to lose 10 pounds, then you got 10 pounds. Now you feel good about yourself. It's a
Yeah.
psychedelic thing. You now feel good about yourself.
Mhm.
Then it's the case of, okay, now I've lost 10. Well, I know my ideal weight. My next goal, let me lose another 15. Because if I can lose 10, I can lose another 15. It just might take a little longer. So, boom. Now you have a new goal.
Yeah. Well, that's like you know, like the terms like how they're like, oh, well, like when you make goals that you actually want to achieve, you have to make them SMART goals, so they're like specific, measurable. I forget what the other things are. Um, but there's like it's like SMART. It's like the acronym SMART. Let me Google it actually. But that's the thing is like if you don't make your goals specific enough, it's really easy to fall off. Like if you just say, "Oh, I just want to be healthier," it's like, okay, what does that mean? Like, does
Right.
that mean eating
You need to
better? Does that
not
mean going to the gym? Does that mean like how many times you're gonna work out in the week. Like you need to be more specific
Right.
about
You
what you want to
you
change.
need to have more specific goals, but they also need to not be too hard goals because, like I said, if you make it so your goal is you want to lose 100, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, wait
You're
here, I
not
found
going to
it.
get it.
So
You're not going to get it because you are expecting too much, and then whenever you see as much progress, like you could be a week in and you've only lost 5 pounds. Not even.
yeah.
Like you could lose a few pounds, and now you are deterred from doing it because now you're like, oh, this is going to take forever. Compared to if it's 10, losing 5 pounds in a week looks really good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the acronym is SMART, so it stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So the timely part, because I feel like specific and like measurable, timely kind of go hand in hand. Like if you say like, oh, I want to lose like 50 pounds in a week, that is so not attainable because that is not healthy. First of all, second of all, like how? And like the thing is, that's also part of it is like your goals need to be like within an actual like attainable time frame. Like for example, if I told myself I wanted 1 million subscribers by the end of like next week, realistically is that gonna happen? Probably not unless
Yeah,
I'm
that,
like
that's easy.
really
Easy.
lucky, like the 0.0000 something percent that actually like goes viral overnight or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like that's something that happens like progressively over time. But I think also is like for me when I'm measuring like my progress, yes, like view count, subscriber count is important, but I think for me my biggest hurdle, like the one thing I want to work on, which I have been saying for like a couple years now, is my consistency, because that is like I know that's one of my biggest flaws is staying consistent, because I think it's just I get so bored easily if I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Like it's great because I get a routine, but then once I get bored of that routine, it's like suddenly I just fall off, and I'm trying to figure out how to like fix that or like how to work around that, because but I think lately I've been branching off into multiple interests like making art, writing more, making YouTube videos, making reels, doing makeup, like doing like a mix of things so I don't get bored. Like at least even though I'm uploading more slowly, at least it's consistent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. You know how you said that you were like, wait, you said it was easier to set multiple goals, right? As opposed to like one huge goal?
Instead of doing one huge goal, do multiple throughout the year. So if you say set
Yeah. Okay.
10 for your New Year's resolutions, you want to lose 10.
All at the same time.
You want to lose 10 pounds in, say, 2 weeks. That's your goal.
Yeah.
Okay, you eat better, you whatever. Now you've reached that. Now you feel better about yourself, and then it's easy to push to say now that that's done, now your goal is 15 in 3 weeks.
Mm.
Okay, because now it makes you feel more confident in yourself if you do it that way, compared to if you try to do it all at once, you screw yourself. If you try to set like a big goal of like say 100 pounds, you screw yourself for the reason of you don't see as much progress as you want. So if you
Mm.
say want to lose 100 and you're seeing like no progress, you get deterred. If you're
Exactly.
constantly reaching, you become more confident in your abilities. Like for me, for going to the gym, I don't have a goal for the gym that much. I have like slight things, but nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm feeling better about myself going to the gym because I'm being able to lift a lot better, a lot more. I've maxed out numerous machines,
Okay.
which is not something I could ever imagine me being able to do.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
can deadlift like I can deadlift more than what I weigh by almost 100, like by a little more than 100 pounds. I can deadlift more than what I weigh,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Because I'm seeing progress, so it makes me want to keep doing it. If I wasn't seeing progress, I wouldn't want to keep doing it. I'd instantly want to stop.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of me doing this if no progress is coming from it?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Well, the thing is, okay, actually, speaking of, because I've teeter-totter between going to the gym and then stopping and then, like, trying to figure out why is it that I can't, like, just keep going to the gym. But I recently heard this thing because I was looking into it where, like, instead of focusing on like, let's say you want to reach a specific weight, instead of like like constantly checking like, oh, what are my calories? What are my like, how much protein am I taking? Like yes, those things are important, but that shouldn't be the end all be all of like what your progress is. Your main goal should at least just like for me, I tell myself as long as I go to the gym at least twice a week, I'm good. Like bare minimum. Like my
Exactly.
my main goal
I'm
is to
not.
just show up at least. You know?
I'm. I'm watching my weight every single. I'm not focusing on that. My goal
Mhm.
is to stay to my routine.
Yeah.
I've not
Routine.
done it right
Yes.
now because I am not in college, and my specific gym I go to is part of my college.
Mhm.
So I've been slacking a little bit,
Yeah.
which is fine.
It
I'll get
happens.
back into it once I go back.
Yeah.
But it's like the case of I don't focus on, oh, I've lost, like, I'm trying my best to lose all this weight. What I do is I focus on, okay, I, I got to make sure I've gone and I've done the specific thing to do. If that's
Yeah.
like, I have like a specific, like, day by day I follow. So, like, me and my friend did is we did 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I was the one who was in charge of pretty much what we did. But so we work out 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Mondays, every single time was cardio. Now it's switched between like running and like biking and stuff. To other days would be plyometrics, which is straight just like jumping exercises. So like
Okay.
high knees, jumping jacks, stuff like
Yeah.
that, where it is straight jumping every Monday. That's what every Monday was.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then we would do a rotation. It'd be for the our rotation started off arms and chest, like upper body, so like tricep, bicep, chest stuff, lats, stuff like that,
Mhm.
was one day. The following day was uh, core. So we would do planking, we would do sit ups, we would do squats, we would do captain's chair. So we would do straight up just stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Then the following day was legs. We would do like whatever machine we ended up doing. But those would be we did that every single week as we rotated between those three things. But like I said, every Monday was always cardio, as long as, of course, we win. But so
Yeah.
we always had our specific things every single time.
Mhm.
And I made sure we always did our specific things every.
Yeah, and that also takes like the weight off of like what do I do at the gym? Like once you have like a routine that you do on a specific day, it's
Right.
so much
We have
easier to just
we have a
go.
routine, and yes, we still question a little bit, like we do, because of course, like what machines do we want to?
It's like what machines are available
Do?
to.
But it's
Sometimes
that case
people be taking an hour on the machine and I'm like, "Bro."
we we always did is like our gym specifically would close at 10:30,
Okay.
so we went there around 9:30 at night.
Oh, is it less busy, I'm assuming then?
We would have like maybe four other people there, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
There'd
That
be
that's
like no
nice. I
one
like it
there
when it's
because
more
it
empty.
soon. Right. So we could use whatever machine we wanted pretty much here and there. It'd be like it wouldn't work out that way, but for the most part, it worked out that there's like no one there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
and
that's
that's
what
like
we did,
a
and like I said, that was once again the case of it made it so we could do whatever, but we could also stick by our game plan.
yeah. And I feel like if like especially when it comes to like being healthier, like at least my kind of 2 cents would be because I've struggled before, like with like binge eating and controlling my portions and knowing when to like not obsess over numbers and like I've been through a whole journey of like trying to figure out how to like be healthy without it like taking over my life. And I found that like it's just taking the focus off of what you want out of it. Like I mean in terms of like if I want to have a specific look cuz how there's all these like tutorials of how to get a bubble butt, how to get these
Bubble
perfect
butt,
abs.
bubble, bubble, bubble butt.
Bubble butt, how to get these perfect abs and stuff. And it's like if I am holding on to like I need to look a specific way in order to feel beautiful, like that is not going to work well in the long term run, but more so focusing on just my goal is being consistent. My goal is to show up because and not having a specific timeline for it too, like, oh, I need to look this way before Christmas or before like New Year's or before this thing, like, because then that puts so much pressure on yourself, and then once you don't, it's like what you said, when you don't see progress by a specific time, you're like, ah, shite, like you get less motivated.
But
But
once again, I don't worry about numbers. I don't look at how much I eat, like what I eat. I don't
mm,
care about that
I
stuff.
don't I don't do that anymore either. I feel like it's
I
very
look at
unhealthy.
I look at more weight progress.
Hmm.
Am I able to lift more? Am I able to last longer on the treadmill? Am I better? Like, do I still get tired just as fast? That's what I
Yeah.
look at. My eating habits are terrible. I eat very unhealthy, but I
Yeah,
don't care. I
I eat
really don't.
McDonald's every day,
I
so
don't care.
it's probably really bad for me.
Right. I don't care about what I eat. I don't
Yeah.
care. I check my weight every week. Every single time we went to the gym, we checked our weight before and after just to see.
Yeah.
Do I care that much? No. Like,
Yeah. It's about
it
knowing
makes no
yourself too.
difference to me. I like knowing my weight. It's fun. Like, I check myself. I still check myself almost every day what I am, just because it's
Yeah.
it's fun to know.
Yeah,
Speaking of
like I
that, I'll
think
check what I weigh in a second, just because
hello. You cut out.
I no, I
Hello.
didn't. You did.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um,
like, well, no, yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, I think it's just that you have to know yourself, and it's like if you feel like for me, for example, if I start looking at numbers, I know I get too in my head, and some people are just more susceptible to that kind of thing, especially when, like, let's say you feel like you have to fit into a certain beauty standard. So like if you find for yourself like the numbers are absolutely killing your mental, like just stop. Just don't worry about it. Just focus more on the progress because you'll have better results by focusing on just going to the gym and like not thinking too much about it, like especially like and that's the thing is like so many people will preach like yeah it's like focus on your health as opposed to how you look, and it's so much easier said than done, but yes, like if I focus on just like yeah I just want to be healthier so I can actually breathe when I walk up the stairs, or so I can actually not like stand at work for 8 hours and be dead by the end of it, because that's the thing is like a lot of us have a very sedentary lifestyle because of computers, because of our phones, because of our beds and stuff. It's like a lot of us are just lying around, and like it's gonna catch up to you one day. So if you start now, like when you're younger, it's gonna be so much easier to like move around when you're older.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm scared of. That's what motivates me to go now instead of as opposed to like, oh, I want to look better. Like yes, I want to look.
See,
Listen, I want to look good, but don't get me wrong. But yeah.
my motivation is not the case if I want to look better. My motivation is because I'm a volleyball player.
Oh, so it's like an athletic kind of thing.
Exactly. I've
Okay.
I've always been like a very athletic person. I played baseball most of my life. I bowled for a lot of my life. I played tennis. I've
Mm, that's really
golfed. I'm
good.
in volleyball. So
It,
like mine's always been like more sports derived. So like right now the main reason why I'm so set on going to the gym is because I'm trying to work that,
yeah.
trying to make it so I can be a better volleyball player, so that I'll be like be able to jump, so I can hit harder.
I.
My words are not the case of,
Yeah.
oh, I want to look better or want to be able to do this. Just like, hey, I want to lose weight. I don't care about it.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's good. I feel like that's one of the best motivators because I remember when I was in high school and I did cheerleading, that was like what actually kept me working out every day was the fact that I wanted to be stronger so I could like lift people, I could do like cartwheels better, like just be overall like better
Right.
athletic.
It's that case of being able to be like able to do all this stuff at it. Like I've recently like whenever I first started volleyball, I could not jump high enough to hit the ball like over the net. I don't
Mhm.
jump high enough. Now I'm consistently being able to at least hit the ball over the net. Sometimes not like extremely well, like it's not like going straight down as opposed to where, but I'm at least being able to hit it.
That's
Like
good.
it's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
lot better,
Mhm.
and like that's instantly like, that's progress. I feel better about myself because I could do that. Before I couldn't do that, so that makes me instantly feel better about myself. And those are my motivators. Is like I want to get better because I plan to continue playing volleyball until I can. Once I graduate college, there's a place that does volleyball every week right by my house.
Oh, that
That's like
sounds so
15 minutes.
nice. See, that's the
So
thing is like
I plan to do that. Like I love
Yeah.
volleyball. I plan to stay playing volleyball.
Yeah, I really miss like that's the thing I miss about sports and like because I did badminton, I did cheerleading. I did dance like I
No,
would say it's dance-ish because it was like quote unquote cheerleading, but it's more like a dance group. I miss it because it's like one, it was a really great form of like various different forms of exercise, and two, it was just like it was just fun, and it was like I miss it. But cheerleading in your like in adulthood is so expensive. That's the problem. It's like I don't even remember. It's like three
yeah.
thousand
See,
dollars or something for a year.
for the league near my house for volleyball,
Mm.
it's like $50. So
Oh,
it's not like it's
that's
like
really not bad,
it's
bro. Yeah,
no, it's not pricey at all. So it's
yeah.
like because like I did it this year because they do it during like the summer as well.
Mm.
They did it during the summer, and because I was out of college, I wanted to keep playing volleyball. I didn't want to get like rusty or anything. So what I did is I joined that. I joined a team. I played throughout the year. There was like 8 teams in our level. Our team I think placed fourth, so we did pretty good as well. And like I
Yeah.
just enjoyed it. I met more who enjoy volleyball. I got to play volleyball. That's the main thing I wanted was to be able to play volleyball, and I got to, and I didn't do bad. Our team did decent. That's like my type of stuff. Is
Yeah, yeah.
I just want I want to play, and like that's why I better myself. That's why like I have my goals. It's not to do. Um, it's not because oh it's a new year. I think that's a stupid reason. That's like going back to the whole New Year's new. I
Yeah.
genuinely think it's a stupid reason for people to be like my reason to do this stuff is because of it being a new year. It's so stupid.
Yeah. No.
Your goal should not be because of a new year. It should be because you want to improve in this field, or you want to look like even wanting to look better. That's a better thing than just because oh it's a new year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's okay. Speaking of like New Year's resolutions, because okay, I'm a little bit delulu. Okay, so I would say I
Oh, we
do
knew that.
like girl. Okay, I would say that like I like the traditional like I love setting goals. Okay, I love setting goals. I love writing letters to myself. Every August, I write a letter to myself, like my future self. I've been doing this since I was like grade.
What's up,
I think
Shoddy?
since I was grade 9.
How you?
Yeah, well, exactly. Like I can write something goofy like that, but even so, like even looking back at my previous letters and seeing how much has changed, like a lot can happen in a year, and I think that's why people like to mark it by the year. But you don't even have to wait till New Year's. You could do this in like I said, I do mine in August every year. Um, but like either way, I saw a TikTok. Well, not TikTok. I saw a reel, and same thing. I saw
Pretty much.
pretty much, yeah. I saw one that was like, I'm gonna do this year because I've never done it before, but it was like starting on the 21st of December, you write out 12 wishes and you put all these wishes on different pieces of paper. You like fold it up, and then every day until I don't know how many 12 plus I don't know. I think it's still until Christmas. I don't remember. But then for 12
10
days,
days.
you pull out one, you
10 to
burn it,
12.
you take one out, don't read it, you burn it, and then until you have the last wish, and then whatever that wish is, that is what you are responsible for the next year. That like helps you hone in on like one specific goal instead of doing like you said multiple at the same time, which I think is actually kind of like I like that. I kind of want to do that just to see like okay, like what am I responsible for next year, because I do have multiple things
Well,
I want to work
that's
on, but
yeah. That's also the other with like a lot of who set resolutions, other than like you said earlier, where it's like it's too like broad. It's the
yeah.
cases they are like, oh, I want to be able to do this, that, and the other thing, but they're all so it's like I want to be able to say
Money.
run
Oh.
5 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know, just say
I want
I
money.
want to be like I want to be healthier. Like we
Yeah.
said, one that's extremely broad.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like the case of like they say that, but they're also like I also want to eat better. I want to be able to have more money. I want to have a good job. Like they a lot of people make all these extra goals
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
that aren't like related at all. Like if it's
Exactly.
like, oh, I want to eat better, but I also want to be healthier. Okay, those go hand in hand.
Mhm.
There's a difference there. Just like mine are like, yeah, mine's multiple, but mine's like, I want to lose weight. I also want to build some extra muscle. Those go hand in hand because I'm going to the
Yeah.
gym.
Exactly.
Like during college, I'm going to the gym 3 days a week.
Yeah.
or close to it. So it's like that's like the whole other thing is like the case of making sure while you're setting the goal, you're also um, not making like 800, and they're also one reasonable, not extremely broad, but they're all like in some way related. That's the other thing is you got to make sure if you're gonna set multiple goals, they at least need to be goals that coincide with each other. Because it's
Yeah.
like you said, like that thing that you like make it so you're responsible for one thing. Good. Because if you say are trying to do all that stuff, now you try to do 12, have 12 different goals, you're screwed. You're not going to complete probably any of them because now you're upset you're
Yeah.
not completing one, then
Yeah.
another one you fail at, then you are like you're just constantly screwing yourself over in that case. So
Yeah, right?
I think that's a whole other thing. Unless the goals are all like small or all coincide, it's not going to work.
No, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's why like sorry, excuse me. I've just had too much Monster. I'm like gassy. um, try not to burp on camera or burp on the microphone for the poor
Up
listeners.
on camera. She's
Erler
just
lerp.
recording herself. It's not even like
I know,
it's
guys,
not
so
even like
unladylike.
for the
Oh,
podcast. She just really likes seeing herself. She's just recording her.
exactly. Yeah. See, you already know. Yeah, no, but
The
that's
same.
why.
All presents are wrapped except for the one here.
Let's go. Yeah, that's why I feel like I want to try the 12 wishes thing because I have had the tendency of like doing too many things at once. Actually, this year I did accomplish I think I had 5 major things I wanted to do. I did 4 out of the 5 major things I wanted to work on. Not always consistently, but at least throughout the year I kept coming back to it. Like the only thing I did miss was I told myself I wanted to learn Tagalog on Duolingo and I started it, but I never kept going cuz I don't know. I just didn't. I think it was Duolingo. It was one of those like language apps. But yeah, I want to do one specific goal, which I don't know which one I want to work on, but that's the beauty of like just not looking and just burning each wish, because then that way it's not up to me, it's just up to chance and the fate and whatever else things people believe in, like the universe or the higher being, or because it's like I'm not gonna look at the ones I'm burning. I'm just gonna do it, and then yeah.
Languages are another thing that just like you
Wait, Himiko, you're
to
gone.
say like,
Himiko.
oh, okay, good. I don't want to be
Hello.
here anyway.
I can hear you now. Hello.
But so, like I was saying, languages are like the same,
Huh?
like working out.
Okay.
Going to like, it's like how you said like you wanted to learn Tagalog.
Mhm.
That's too broad.
Yeah. That's
You're gonna
exactly.
screw yourself. It's a good goal, yes. But what you
Yeah.
should change it is it should be okay. I want to learn
Like
five
50
new
words.
phrases in
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah,
Five
exactly.
phrases in a month. That's
Yeah.
a mix of words. That's a mix of sentences. Whatever. Five phrases in a month.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you've got that. You completed five phrases. You held yourself to that. If you can hold yourself to that, you'll be motivated to continue going. So now you're like, okay, I want to learn another five. If you keep
Yeah.
doing that, eventually you're going to be able to speak, maybe not fluent, but much better than what you can now.
Exactly, right?
Compared to
Yeah.
saying, I want to learn Tagalog, you're going to start learning it for maybe a week and then stop because you're nowhere close to your goal. It's hard. That way
Yeah,
you have a
yeah.
smaller goal, much more reasonable to get to in a shorter amount of time. Then you feel better about yourself because you reached a goal.
Yeah. That's also like with the consistency thing too, right? Is like I said I got the app and I did start, but it's a matter of like finding the time to do it. Like I think if I was more specific about like okay, every Monday I'm going to do like this language thing. Maybe that would have helped me instead of just being like, yeah, I'm just going to learn it whenever I got the time. And then lo and behold, I never made time and I kept forgetting about it. So,
That's another thing. You do need to make sure you have a set schedule for yourself. Same for like the gym.
exactly. Right?
Like
Yeah.
the gym, like I said, I would do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I had days. I knew what days I was going to be going. I made sure I went unless there was some big reason why I couldn't. I went.
Yeah.
Then that's like the same thing with everything. Instead of being like, oh, I want to do this. Okay, let me change it to I want to do this every Tuesday. So now every
Exactly.
single Tuesday, you're learning until you learn. Say once again, I want to do this every Tuesday, and I want to learn five phrases. Now every Tuesday you're at it. In a month, you've learned those 5 phrases. You feel good about yourself because you now can say 5 phrases.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
exactly.
multiple words because of this. Because it could be a small phrase, it could be a long phrase. Either way, you know now. Say that's 5 words on average each phrase. That is 25 words right there.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing is
You feel better
actually,
about yourself.
yeah, and like
And that's what
actually
a lot of people
knowing.
don't understand.
Yeah. It's like yeah, like the whole knowing like knowing how you're going to accomplish something as opposed to just like kind of blind like going in blind helps so
Right.
much.
And that's what a lot of people do for a New Year's resolution. I want to go to the gym. I want to be healthier. I
Yeah.
want to learn this language. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Now let's break
Now
that
what?
up.
Yeah.
That's what I've always been. That's what I was always told. Is now break that up. You want
Mhm.
to do all this stuff. Now break it up. This month I want to learn how to say 5 phrases. Like I said, like going back to Gala. Want to learn 5 phrases.
Yep.
Got it. Now I'm motivated because I want to do it every Tuesday. I say I only do that for like 2 weeks at the start.
Yeah.
Did I make decent progress? Yes. Then I'm going to be motivated to keep going. No? Okay, maybe I'll quit. But
Story of story of everyone's lives.
chance. Com-
Yeah.
it's more of a 50-50 chance compared to I want to learn Tagalog. I've now learned for 2 weeks. I've done it every day, 2 weeks. Then you just stop because there's barely progress. Oh, yeah, I've learned how to say hi, good morning. Cool.
Yeah.
Like that's what you learned because you
Yep.
didn't like you
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
did you sat by it and tried learning. You kept practicing, but you didn't do. You weren't like didn't have like a good reachable goal. Doing it
Exactly.
the other way makes it so, like I said, feel more like complete if you have the smaller goals and feel more
Yeah.
motivated because you know you got to one goal. And if you can make it to one goal, you can make it to two. If you made
Mhm.
it to two, you can make it to five. If you made it to five, now you can make it to 10.
Yeah, and that's like I like to compare it to like a video game, for example. Like I've been playing Mario Galaxy recently, so maybe that's why it's coming up in my head. But it's how like each world, like once you complete a world, it's like you kind of feel good about it. You're like, okay, I got all the stars in this area. Now what's next? And it's kind of like having little checkpoints throughout each month. Like, okay, I learned like let's say I want to learn like 3 phrases a month or whatever. Like, okay, cool, I learned three. Now the next month I just have to do the next three, and then like you feel like you've wrapped
Right,
something up in like a little bow, and you're like, okay, that's completed. Like you feel a sense of accomplishment, you know?
right. Like I
Yeah.
look at it kind of like going video game. I look at it more of a case of like say Pokemon. Look at
Okay.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
You get your first Pokemon.
Yeah.
In this
Mm.
case, you start your goal. You make your goal that you're getting your first Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay, now you have your like you have to before you can catch anything you have to complete this little like quest. Okay, that's you say you want to learn a language, that's you downloading the app. Say you want to go to the gym, that's you finding a gym, getting a membership.
Mm, yeah.
That's the first thing.
Exactly.
Okay, now you need to train up your Pokemon so you can go to the first gym, or in this case first gym is 5 new phrases. Okay, so you grind levels, you catch Pokemon, so now you're ready,
Yeah.
and then you beat it. That's you beating the first thing. Now that you beat that, once again because you beat the first gym. You're like, nice. Now I can go and fight the second gym.
Yeah. No,
Well,
exactly.
you try it. It doesn't work instantly. You go back to grinding.
Yep.
Okay, I want to get to 10 phrases. Boom.
Yeah.
You have your second gym, your second hurdle. That's what you're going.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now
and
you
like
beat it. Once again, you're like, nice. I beat it. I think I can continue going. My team's doing great. I'm doing great. You feel better. So
yeah.
Pokemon is like that's how I kind of used to do it. Is like it's like those like gyms. Your goals are those gyms. You want to beat them, but you have to grind to get to them.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like okay, if anyone's listening and they're kind of like, how do I go about like getting like accomplishing my goals and stuff? I feel like it's that's part of it is like the best kind of strategy I can give you is like if something feels like you're like how do I attain this, it feels like it's unattainable, find ways to make it attainable in your circumstances. And by that I mean, for example, like I remember for this year I wanted to really like like I'm sure you
Deal
like anyone.
drugs.
No, okay. I'm sure anyone who's seen is like my Instagram has changed like drastically. Like I'm going with a whole red theme. I'm going with like my fashion has changed a lot, and I didn't get there by just going, I'm gonna change this all overnight because A, I work at McDonald's, so financially that is not a smart decision. And second of all, I don't know the first thing about fashion at all, or at least I did not. I've been really getting better at it because like I literally had no sense of style as a kid. So to me, the way I kind of went about that was each month I let myself get one nice thing that I've always wanted. Like first of all, I went on Pinterest to figure out what
Nice.
style do I even want, and second of all, what components make up that style. So in Pinterest, I noticed, okay, a lot of people like have headbands, or a lot of people have this specific jacket, or they wear leather, and it's like that is the kind of style I wanted to go for. So each month it would be like, okay, this month I want a leather jacket. Next month I need dress pants. This month I need more hair accessories. Like being specific about what I want to get. And especially like if this is goes for people if they want to like change up their style or whatever, because there's many different things you can have like as resolutions, right? Like, or if like we're talking quote unquote resolutions, just things you want to change about yourself. Period. You know, it's like because before like for like a lot of years when I first like moved out, I was like, I can't afford it. That's like something I'll do next month. I'll do it next month. But then having an actual plan, like especially when it has to do with financial stuff too, having a financial plan that goes along with what I want to accomplish in life, like actually budgeting and actually like taking the steps to make it happen, that is the hard part. It is so easy to want things. It's so easy to want things and to change like want to change your life, but to actually go and take the steps to implement it, that's the hard part. That is like the hurdle you got to get through. And yeah. That's my TED talk.
It's a case of like with that you can also, if you say become more comfortable or figure out you do enjoy doing, then it also makes it easier to say spend that money or like do it. Like for
Mhm.
me, I've always like liked photography, but like 2 years ago, well, I had a basic camera, but about 2 years ago, I bought an actual like beginner like professional level camera.
Yeah.
I've fallen in love with photography all over again. I love
Aw.
photography,
Let's
and
go.
because of that, I felt better about like I didn't feel as bad. I also then this year I bought a $600 camera
Wow.
because that's well, it's actually like an $800 camera, but I spent
How do you
six.
feel? How do you feel?
I love the camera, and it makes me like it's that case of like I felt more confident that it would be a good purchase because I enjoy photography. I enjoy
Yeah.
camera.
Mhm.
So it's like certain cases like fashion. If you say you're getting into fashion,
It's like one of my
you buy like your few things of clothes, like
it's like my
Kawa
new
said.
my new hobby now. Yeah.
Right now, then it's the case of now you figure out you enjoy fashion.
Mhm.
Now you're curious, like you know your stuff. You start buying stuff, but now you're also like, how could I make this for my own? What could I switch around? What could I change?
Yeah.
What could I get that would really make this top like shine or be better for like my like complexion, like stuff like that. Then you
Mhm.
start thinking more depth, and then you become it becomes easier for you to say do this other step or buy this extra thing because now you're like, I know I enjoy doing this, or I know I
Yeah.
can do this. Just like once again the resolution thing, going to the gym. Once you reach a goal, you know you can do it, so you're fine. You're more confident taking that next step. Fashion, you figured out this like what style you like. Now you're not as scared to buy a certain thing of clothing because you think it will fit well with your style, or you think you could style it well, or you know you could style it. You get more confident if you meet a specific like quota.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly, right? Yeah, it's like what I was saying with the whole, if I let myself get one nice thing a month, that's like taking steps. It's like it's not all gonna happen overnight. Even if it takes me 2 years, like I'm still implementing things in my style now. But it's like the fact of like like I'm taking. I know I'm gonna take a step each time, and it's like what's the one word for it? It's compounding, like the compound effect, where instead of just doing everything all at once, it's like doing little steps each like bit of time that passes. And the compound effect is basically it just highlights that when you do little things over time, it builds up as opposed to like just thinking, oh my god, it's this big thing I gotta accomplish within like a month, for example. Um,
Right.
and it
And
proves more
that's
effective,
once again
Yeah.
that's once again like I was saying, like that's why for me it is like I've always like if whenever I've had a specific goal, if I'm like more determined to do it, I will have like small goals on the way compared to one big goal.
Yeah.
Because if I just had one big goal, it's so much harder for me to look at it that way. Because then if it's taking too long, it's like I'm not where I wanted to be in this amount of time. I feel
Yeah.
worse because I'm thinking too much out, like too long distance. It is much better to
Mhm.
have short term goals than long term goals. Like I mean, short distance
Exactly.
goals compared to long distance ones, because long distance ones will always feel a
Exactly.
lot more sluggish compared to short term ones.
Yeah. Well, that's like if anyone is listening and they're into like the content creation thing, like that's like for me too cuz I've been doing this on and off for like 5 years now. And I'm slowly learning more about myself and how I operate and how I can actually like do things that I want to do while also living a life outside of just being like a content machine, cuz I know some people live their lives like that. And it's wow, I just lost my train of thought. I was about to drop some baller info, and then my brain just went bye. What were we talking about earlier?
A lot of stuff depends
I'm
what.
gonna like re-listen to this and be like, oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say there. Um, yeah. Oh wait, yeah, content creation. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I remember now. So it's like the idea of just focusing. It's like what you said, the short distance goals as opposed to long distance. Like the long distance overall goal would be yeah to like grow a bigger following, for example. But in order to do that, you have to kind of look more into the micro steps, which is like, for example, actually uploading videos, actually posting on social media, actually recording things. Because, like, it's like we were talking, well, this is like what we talked about before we started the podcast was the idea of like it's so much easier or it's so much harder to actually start something as it is to like plan for it. Like, you could spend all your time planning something, but to actually start it is the hard part. So,
Right, and that's why like it's like that case of it's fine to set like these long term goals, but you need to also have your short term one in the place as a stepping stone.
mm-hmm.
Like say you want to cross from one bit of land to another. That is your long term goal.
Yep.
Okay, what's in between you is like an extremely deep body of water and you can't swim. Okay, how are you going to get there? Oh, let
Mm,
me like let me get enough like stuff together to build this stepping stone. That's
yeah.
one stepping stone. Oh, now let me get this stuff together to build a second until you have enough till you reach it there. That's like what like, it has to happen. It's fine to have long term goals, but those short term ones are those cases of they make it a lot easier to find and to continue going. Because if you just try to say cross that body of water you can't swim in, now you're just gonna stop. You're not gonna be able to do it. It's too
Exactly.
big of a hurt. If you make it easier for yourself, it feels a lot easier for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah. Well, yeah, like yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like all the stuff we talked about today. Like honestly, guys, not going to lie, going into this podcast, like usually at least when I prepare, when I'm the one quote unquote hosting, is I like to, have a set list of questions, but I figured today let's just let loose and let's just talk about whatever comes to mind and maybe that's the way to go. So I don't know. Let us know in the comments if you liked how this podcast layout is. Um, yeah, stand on business.
Yeah,
Words are not wording. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say, but I feel like that kind of wraps up at least like my thoughts on New Year's resolutions as well. Like it's kind of interesting that we talked about it because I never before this episode I never knew Himiko like had like the things you were talking about, like what you think about New Year's resolutions and all that, and because it's really interesting hearing like
bananas.
different opinions on like how people go about like
Yeah,
approaching things. I like to learn. Let's just say that.
banana.
Yeah, banana. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll definitely see you guys in the next episode. If you guys have any requests for topics for us to talk about, please let us know in the comments too. Uh,
Banana.
All right, you heard it. This has been Kawa and Banana signing off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, bye.
Au revoir.